kids. I have a daughter and 3 boys. Just a flurry of wiener after my daughter. But my daughter just graduated high school. Woohoo, class of 2021. My boys are starting up school again. That's nice. One of my boys, my oldest boy, he's affected by autism. I have a son affected by ADHD and dyslexia. My last son, there's no known diagnosis other than being a redhead. Yes. I have to keep him indoors. He's actually harder than the rest. I have to keep him inside. Okay? It's not because of the fair skin and the red hair. It's because I caught him picking bugs out of the pool only to hold them under himself. We went on a walk and he was fascinated by a dead bird, kept asking about the dead bird. I'm like, well, let's just keep indoors. I don't want you graduating to prostitutes anytime soon, so. Kids say whatever, they have absolutely no filter, okay? Not to brag or anything, but I'm actually a substitute teacher. I know, not to brag. And kids will say whatever is on their mind. First grade class, this little girl said, "My baby brother was born without a brain." That is horrendous. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to say to make that better. Then in 4th grade, this little girl comes up to me and she's like, "Are you pregnant?" "No, bitch, I'm not pregnant." I didn't say that. I'm like, "No, I'm not pregnant." It's like, "You look about 5 months pregnant." You know, did I do that? Sorry, I don't know what. I think I do look kind of pregnant. But my 8-year-old, he's at the point, he's 8, he says whatever he thinks. And I took him with me to buy some exercise outfits the other day, Lululemon, and I'm just looking through the sports bras, and I look down, and he's full-blown groping like a triple D sports bra at Lululemon, and he's saying, "Wow." And a lady comes over, she's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I'm fine, he's a creep, I'm fine." And we were at the beach. There was a little park at the beach, okay? There's a little wall enclosed the kids in. There's a wall so the kids can't run out, and the pigeons know exactly where to shit. And the parents were just sitting there watching our kids and looking at all the shit. And my son just announces, "Mom, I got sand in my wiener." And I had to pretend I was embarrassed, "Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing, sorry." I think that shit's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's gonna be a family saying for years, okay? For years. "Hey, did you play in the sandbox? Okay, make sure you shake the sand out of your shoes and out of your wiener. All right. Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your hands? Did you shake the sand out of your wiener? All right, we're good. You know what? Dad's gonna take you to McDonald's for dinner because Mommy's not feeling very good. No, I'm just gonna stay here and take some Advil and shake the sand out of my wiener. All right." My daughter is actually harder. She was the hardest. She's kind of weird. She's creative, so she's kind of weird. And she went to one of those performing arts high school, and yeah, you guys are kind of weird though. Did you go to performing arts high school? And so you're weird. You admit it? You gotta admit it. You gotta admit it. There was a kid who did cartwheels in the hallway at her school. Yeah, I'm an 80s kid, so if a kid did cartwheels down the hallway, he'd get a little peer socialization. And by peer socialization, someone take him by the ankles and flush his head down the toilet, probably. 80s, we bullied, that was our peer socialization. She wore a cloak to her senior prom. Yes. Wore a full-blown cloak to her senior prom. I was like, "Should we get you a corsage?" She's like, "I don't think a corsage would go with a cloak." I'm all, "You're right. Would you like a basket?" Instruction on how to avoid the big bad wolf on your way to grandma's house? I don't know. I'm calling. That's my time. Thank you.
Colleen Johnston, one more time, everybody.